Welcome to Termite Machine Works. My name is Keith. Today we're getting ready, and we're gonna be doing a 1/2 inch plate there here in a few minutes, and we're going through and we're just making sure that everything is up to snuff. And we broke out our vacuum sealed desiccant that we did when we did the dry it up video section there, and she still is nice and tight, and she looks as blue as when I put her in there. Of course, it wasn't that long ago, but the actual operating time of the plasma table was right around 9-10 hours. And of course, there's a lot of energized air and a little bit of leaks in my line, so you know, it's not really a just figure to say that it just lasts that long. We're about the same colorization that was in here when we dried the desiccant the last time, and we're getting ready to change that out. Alright, so I've already bled my air. We got a Ziploc that we can just put this in for right now. Alright. And we can cut a nice porn. Okay, that kind of tells me that we can keep our desiccant in between uses there and save ourselves a few bucks on buying new desiccant all the time. Alright, we're locked in. Close our bleeder there. Alright, we're ready on the air. Now let's go ahead and change out our tips. Alright, we're just popping this loose here. We're going to go ahead and we're going to change our orifice. This shows hardly anywhere, but we're going to go ahead and throw a new one on here anyway. We are going to be pushing the max here. And this is a fairly new starter cartridge. O-ring seals are pretty good. We're seeing a little bit of ignition through this. With some little tiny holes in there. I'm going to go ahead and replace that as well. Alright, so we got the driest air that we can possibly have. We have all new consumables in here. We should be ready to go. Okay, we just cut this out. This is 1/2-inch plate. This is a little tester piece here, and of course this is tight windings here, but we did pierce here. We had a rolling in pierce, and we have some build up there, and then we put it on auto raise on the sensor there, so we had a little build up here, but yet it didn't trigger it. And we put it on speed on cut back across our path. It acted real fast there and did the same thing down there. Still pretty hot. We're going to pop this out and we're going to slide our plate over. I think we're ready to go for this 1/2-inch material. We have our first successful 1/2-inch pierce. Alright, here's our cutout. It's cooled down and we got it, and you can see the dross on the back. Now I had already knocked some of this out. This cut here was done within the first days of having a plasma cutter here and actually giving it a test, and I just made an oval. And we saw this cut back in the days where we were checking fire in the hole. It was this piece being cut out. And we're kind of holding the sides here, and we're kind of looking at our cut, the smoothness, and we're getting similar cut patterns there. And we're pretty pleased. I'm happy that we are able to pierce in. We pierced in right here, you know, right on that corner, came in. So we have a little bit of deflection there, but most of our other pierces are going to be, you know, not so tight. This is pretty narrow for how thick we are here. So you know, we did generate some heat and coming in around in here. So let's get to it. Now, instead of coming in here and edge cut, and I'll explain why I come over here and I'll pierce over here, come and cut around the square and come back up here to the original pierce, because I want the last surface of cut to actually be joined to the main big plate so that the part itself is not shifting around due to the heat. Alright, so if you watch where my pierces are, they're set up so that I'm always hanging on to the main section of the plate until the last cut. Okay, we're just going to take a quick look at this piece here before we go on to anything else here. Got a nice edge to it. Let's take a look at the pierce side because we have that time delay. We want to see if that looks a little better. That is coming out okay. I see by cutting in the backside and coming around, you have less variance between your start and your finish. Alright, so we can pierce 1/2 inch and we're cutting 1/2 inch fine. So we're going to continue on our set here. Be patient with your putty knife. Now there, you notice we made it all the way across the whole front without tripping the torch. I played around with some of the settings. I've learned a little bit more about the settings. And you can see where if it lightly touches, it'll want to raise up and it corrects itself. So the high pierce debris, it's able to get up out of it, get over it, get down. I also have rolling in starts on my piercing, and that seems to be working pretty good. I got it set for like 50 thousandths roll in. My settings are the same.